It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? I kind of like the high five, but if you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. At ChumbaCasino.com, choose from hundreds of social casino-style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses. So don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Hey guys, Brad Gilmore here. Want to give a big shout out to our title sponsor, Walker Texas Lawyer. If you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, whether that be a car, truck, motorcycle accident, or some kind of other issue, hit up Walker Texas Lawyer at 713-552-1117 or walkertexaslawyer.com.
Oh, Brad, what have you done now?
Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Matthew McConaughey.
Brad Gilmore.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The legendary Mr. Christopher Lloyd. Christopher, how we doing?
I'm doing good. Great introduction.
Jessica Alba and Lizzie Mathis. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Kevin Costner joins us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
Kelly Ripa.
Brad, thank you for having me.
Comedy.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
Chris Tucker is in the building. Chris Tucker, good morning to you.
Hey, Brad, good morning to you. How are you?
George Lopez joins us right now. George, how are you doing, sir?
Good morning.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What lovely to talk to me. Funny lad.
Megan Trainor.
Thank you so much, Brad. You're awesome.
Chloe Bailey joins us. I appreciate the time.
Appreciate you.
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat.
Brad Gilmore! And she joined me right now to talk about the Season 2 finale this Sunday, April the 6th on Paramount Plus of 1923. Julia joins us right now. Julia, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing well. Look, congratulations on the show. So this is happening in real time as I'm talking to you. I just finished Season 1 last night. I started Season 2. So I haven't gotten all the way into the weeds yet, but I love this show so much, as I do with most of Sheridan's shows. And to me, your character and what he's so able to do is figure out a way to create these real strong, amazing characters, especially I feel like for the female characters in all of his shows. They're such a strong, well-defined character. So I'm sure as an actress, it's such a pleasure to play.
Oh, absolutely. It's such an honor. It truly, Alex has been a dream role for me. I couldn't have written more of a dream role for myself as an actor. And to get to work alongside somebody like Helen Mirren is just something that is so surreal and that I never thought I'd be able to do. And he's just given us all the gifts of, these really strong female characters. I've never met a man who writes women so well, and they're so complex and beautiful. I'm just really grateful.
And just seeing, like you said, the cast that is on this show is incredible, as is, Harrison Ford. I mean, the list goes on and on of people who are on this show. But when you're watching somebody like Helen Mirren on set, I would just feel like as an actress or an actor, anybody, when you're seeing somebody who's at that caliber, you're kind of looking at all the small details that she does because she's such a master of the craft. And I feel like you maybe look at her and say, what can I steal? What can I learn from this woman?
Oh, absolutely. There were a few days where, we'd sneak onto each other's sets because we all had different storylines, and we'd watch everyone and go visit. We're all so close, so it was really fun. But yeah, I snuck on a couple days to see Helen, and I mean, she's just such a leader on set, and she is so kind to everyone and so gracious, and but still very fiery and funny and sticks to her guns. And so, both as a person and as an actor, I feel like I tried to take as much knowledge as I could from her. She's just so cool.
What do you think the fascination is with the the world at large with the Sheraton universe, especially when it comes to Yellowstone. What is it about these stories that make us just watch and continue to watch and want to see more of this world of the Duttons?
I think there's just something so classic and old Hollywood about these stories. You know, it takes us into this Western culture and the history of our country, which is something that is so fascinating. And I think people really love Western culture right now and learning about it. And, you know, this family, this Dutton family, there's so much loyalty. There's so much love. You've got a little bit of everything in this show. It doesn't matter what your tastes are for television or movies. It's got everything. And I think it's so timeless. And I think people were really missing that in our film and television sphere right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. And to me, man, the Western is just such a great way of telling a story and unraveling a narrative. Especially, I've been watching this series with somebody, and I keep telling them 1923 was not that long ago, and to see how people were living and the way that the politics worked at the time, or the law and order, I guess I should say, is just fascinating to me. Now, I one time interviewed Matthew McConaughey, and we were talking about when he reads through a script, what is he looking for? And he says he looks for a launch pad line, where it's a line of dialogue from a character or a particular scene that goes, oh, okay, I know everything about this guy now or this girl now. For you, reading through Alex, especially in the first season, was there a particular episode, scene, or line that for you encapsulated who this character was?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think, there are two. When we first meet her in episode 2, when they're talking about the romance and death, and Spencer goes, "There's no romance in death," and she says, and he explains it to her, and she says, "You don't see the romance in that?" And then the second line, which kind of goes hand in hand with that, is when she runs off with him, and he goes, "Where I'm going is dangerous," and she says, "Let's look death in the eye, then, shall we?" And I think it just encapsulates everything about her adventurous spirit, about how she's willing to do literally anything for love. And also that she maybe doesn't know what what the world is like. She's a bit naive to what's out there, as we come to find out.
Oh yeah, I mean, I will tell you that scene where she runs to the car as he's pulling off and says that line. I remember going, this is the woman. Like, why can't everyone feel this way? I'm like, let's just figure it out, ride or die. I don't know what the adventure has in front of me, but I'm going to do it anyway because there's the romance in it, right? And God, it was such a great line. I'm glad that you brought that one up, because now I remember that scene very, very well. Again, the season finale is coming up this weekend. So what can we expect from this? And I don't want you to give anything away because I'm just starting season 2. But is it going to give us these big cliffhangers as we've come to know episode after episode?
Well, it's going to be huge. It's a 2-hour finale. It's the length of a movie, so you can sit down with your popcorn and enjoy it that way. But I do think, there's been a lot of cliffhangers this season. There's been a lot of cliffhangers season 1. And I think the way that he starts to wrap up this story is so beautiful and so epic. I think it's the best episode in the 2 seasons that we've had. And I think people will really, really enjoy it. It's, there's no shortage of adventure and danger and love story in this finale.
Again, that's coming on Paramount Plus this weekend. Now, I want to know this too. I guess as a performer, as an actor, you've done film and you've done television, and film is such a powerful medium as well. But you mentioned this finale is like a 2-hour movie, essentially, in some ways. But you have this rich backstory of your character that you've been able to develop over these, dozen plus episodes. And whereas in a movie, you have 90 minutes or maybe 2.5 hours at the most to develop the character, and we see the changes throughout. Is it a kind of a little bit, I guess, more of a fun and juicy job to be able to return to the same character over hours of content as opposed to like a single film?
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, especially I love this character so much. I would play her forever. And so And Taylor's such an incredible writer. He gives us so much to work with. So, yeah, it is. You get to dig in a little bit more. You know, I've been with this show for 2 years now, and there's just so much life behind all these characters. A movie is fun in a different way. You're kind of in and out, and you get to tell the story, pop in, and you have to do all that backstory work yourself, and it's just kind of a moment in time. The television shows are certainly, I would say, more challenging because you have to have that stamina, but it is really, really fun to get to dig in for so long.
I can imagine. Taylor Sheridan's 1923 on Paramount Plus. The season 2 finale is this Sunday, April the 6th. Julia, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Congratulations on the show. I can't wait to binge the rest of it this weekend for season 2. Such a phenomenal character, such a phenomenal show. I really appreciate the time this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's been great talking to you.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.